Hello, it is Wednesday, February 26th, 2025. I'm Chris Bremo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Wednesday puzzle today, which means a midweek, mid-difficulty crossword. I have been tipped off maybe this is a bit of a tricky Wednesday. We'll have to find out momentarily. And this potentially tricky midweek edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Casey Brandt, Michael, and, as always, the indomitable Shoalmaster and the indefinable Charlie Paget. Thank you so much to the four of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, for their generous support. They do, of course, sustain this channel, keep it going, tricky puzzle or not, and for that, I'm very grateful. Thanks to them, thanks to everybody who's a patron of the channel. And if you'd like to become one, you can head to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the description field link, where you'll find the bonus videos available to patrons. And for benefactors, like those I've just mentioned, the Let's Check the Crosses official mug. And, of course, it's also a big help if you subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Thanks to everybody who's done that. And there's that Daily Solve Discord chat server you can join, a nice friendly chat community linked in the description field. So now let's get on to this puzzle. We'll see if it is indeed on the tricky side. It's by Dan Caprera, who's constructed around half a dozen puzzles for the New York Times. It was edited, as always, by Will Shorts. It's a themed puzzle. Let's start solving. Blank Ever, Elvis song in GI Blues. Ooh, I don't know Elvis very well, and I've never seen GI Blues. I don't know the answer. Aid in seeking a record contract, a demo, like a demo tape, maybe? Oops. Cleverly understanding. If you're cleverly understanding something, you're on to it. So that could be the answer. Let's see. Eggplant is a commonly used one. I don't know. Oh, emoji, maybe. Wow, okay. I think that's probably right. All right, used for occasionally racy purposes. Sure, you can include me. I'm in, you might say. I'm on to it, and I'm in. Blank ask, don't ask, you might protest. And D to F, e.g. in music. So D to F in music is an example of a minor third. That might be, this is probably, well, I don't know. I'm wondering if it's part of a theme, which I only say because this position is a very common location for the first theme answer of a puzzle, just as this is a very common position for the revealer, but preppy fabric, maybe not. Okay, well, this is unusual. Let's look at this. Inspiration for a seafood chain. Maybe this is something thematic because I don't understand this at all. This crosses look very strange, but I'm pretty confident in these. Tune, an air is a tune, a little melody. Oh, this must be Did Ya Ever, Elvis song in GI Blues. Okay, so this probably is then the theme. So minor third, probably not. But JJOO, so it could be something doubled. This could just be read as a single J, then a single O, but then the answer is something like double or something twice or something like that. Echo, I don't know. Inspiration for a seafood chain. I don't know. It's been ages, so I wonder if this will be two T's. I wonder if all of these long downs are going to be thematic. Number 50 on a table. No clue. All right, I shouldn't take a guess about that. It may be a handful. I don't know. Bruins, Bobby. Oh, is this already Bobby Orr? Do we already have another Orr in the puzzle? With the return of Will Shorts, we have the return of the Orr sports people, potentially, in the crossword. Let's see. Stepped on. If you stepped on something, you trod on it. So I think it probably is Orr. So yeah, Bobby Orr is, I think, a hockey player, if I recall correctly. Yeah, comes up all the time. Traditionally comes up all the time in the New York Times crossword. Contents of some shots. Don't know. Creepy crawler. Okay, well, this probably isn't a double D because then we'd have another D. Well, unless this one is 3 or 4 of these, maybe. Maybe they get increasingly frequent, so maybe one of the theme clues will have 4 of the same letter in a row. Contents of some shots. I mean, it could be a liquor. I don't know. It may be a handful. Don't know about that either. Ammo for a modern-day cannon, a t-shirt cannon, maybe at a convention or something. So then contents of some shots are, don't know, should be able to see that. 50 on a table, not sure. Okay, we'll just go up and start solving some of these. Hits up on Slacks say, probably DMs, direct messages. It could be IMs for instant messages, but I think they'd be called DMs here. Steamed. Maybe it is IMs because steamed, it could be angry, it could be irate. And then rank achieved by Jay Gatsby in The Great Gatsby. Ooh, I mean, I've read this 2 or 3 times, but is it Major? Major Gatsby? That sounds about right. Let's see. Sandwich in a soft tortilla. A wrap, I suppose. And then certain trekker. Oh, a Haji, a pilgrim. Someone on the Hajj. Let's see. Quick trips by car. Spins, you just take a spin in the car. That sounds about right. City that was home for the Wright brothers. I'm not sure. I mean, Kitty Hawk is famously the location from which they launched their first aircraft, but I'm not sure what their home was. What a stereotypical bartender asks after a horse walks into a bar. Oh, why the long face? Okay, I don't know what's going on with the theme. Maybe nothing. Dayton, maybe? Dayton, Ohio, home for the Wright brothers, perhaps? As a last resort goes the phrase. Frequent filler for a po' boy. And that's a sandwich, often with seafood. So could be oysters. I mean, a shrimp is a pretty common po' boy, but here probably oysters. So creepy crawler. Oh, daddy long legs. Okay, never mind. I have no guesses whatsoever as to the theme. So what's the contents of some shots then? This doesn't look like anything to me. It may be a handful. I mean, these downs all look fine. Why do I not see it? Oh, syrah? Oh, yeah, plural of serum. Okay. I was thinking some shots that you drink, but this is some shots that you might inject into somebody. So you might have a serum or several syrah. Okay, so that'll be it. So then it might be a handful. Oh, a rein, like reins of a horse, would be literally a handful. Number 50 on a table. I don't know. What about this? It's been ages. Not sure. Bun contents. Don't know. Don't know what's going on. Area of frenetic dancing. A mosh pit, maybe? I'd say a metal show or something. So is this going to be an H then? Are we going to follow this doubling pattern? Bun contents. Hair, right. Okay, you could tie your hair into a bun. That's what it is. So this probably is a doubled T then, if these are doubled I's. So what was this? Number 50 on a table, right, tin, the periodic table. There it is. Okay. And then Donkey Kong EG is a video game ape. All right. Kitten cries are mews, probably. Arab League member, Oman, country member of the Arab League. So Stan rapper is Eminem, the rapper who, I guess, unintentionally coined the concept of a stan as a incredibly hardcore fan. So then it's been ages. Time. So these are being doubled, but these aren't over here. It looks like this will say time. Time. Long time no see. There's an odd number of letters in this, which is pretty surprising. Oh, maybe it's just the time is long. Long time, and then we ordinarily write no see. There it is. Okay, so long time. Ah, this is Long John Silver. There we go. Okay, that's the pun in the theme here. We have the word John written in a long manner. So Long John Silver is the inspiration for a seafood chain of the same name. And then long time no see means it's been ages, and we've elongated time. All right, good. I'm pleased with that. So to alert someone is to warn them. To engender is to, sire, to sort of bring about. Oh, Donkey Kong Country Console for short, SNES. Okay, so the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, and that's involving our ape, wherever that was. Anyway. Oh, here. Okay, so what about over here? 1 over 13 or 2 over 13? This could be a date, I suppose. It could be a ratio. It could be, the Ides of these months, January 13th or February 13th, the Ides of January, the Ides of February. The 15th, of course, being the Ides of March. I don't remember exactly what the convention around what determines what the Ides of a given month are, but I think it's usually the 13th or the 15th. Fall to 0% battery would be for a device to die. Writer's starting point, they might start with an outline before writing out the text properly. Who else, you might ask? Serious mix-up is a melon? I don't know. Is that I don't think that's a phrase. Munchkin is maybe a little elf. Title sitcom character voiced by Paul Fusco. No idea. I mean, it might be Alf just because it would fit. So the extraterrestrial character in Alf, Alien Life Form, the 80s and 90s, I guess, sitcom. So Serious Mix-Up, is it a melon? Award since 1956. Obie, the Off-Broadway Awards, maybe? Not if it's not so hot, it's blah. To not feel so hot is to ale. Oh, is this not? Oh, Daddy Long Legs. It's we don't write out long legs. We double legs. I should have thought about that. There we go. So then this will also be why the long face will be why the long doubled face. There we go. Why the face long. All right. So indeed, to not feel so hot is to ale. A serious mix-up is a melee, right? A mix-up in the sense of a fight. All right. So this is Obie, Off-Broadway Awards. Okay, good. Now I finally understand, I think, the whole puzzle pretty much. Just need to fill the rest of it in. So Yale Bulldogs by another name. Those who've attended Yale are referred to as Eli's, I think, for the founder of Yale, Elihu Yale. Numismatic rating, this refers to what? Stamp collecting. So fine could be a rating of stamp quality. Word with sound or side, sound effect or side effect. Exotic pet store offerings are eggs, no, iguanas. There we go, that's what it is. All right, so that means a concern for a bank is a lien, right? So there might be a lien on your home due to mortgage non-payment or something. And then people in Disney's The Emperor's New Groove would be the Inca depicted in that film. I don't know if I've seen that, but it sounds right. And then a bar for cheers and a coffee shop for friends. These are sets from these sitcoms. All right, an animal's pelt is its fur. Indian tourist site is Agra. For sure could be I agree, maybe. Some OT enders, some overtime enders are field goals, FGs maybe, is that right? Charges could be fees, financial charges. So preppy fabric, seersucker. So yeah, I guess that's sort of associated with, I guess, a kind of, I don't know, high class kind of garden party or something. You can have a seersucker suit in the summer. All right, organization with the acid rain program. The EPA, probably Environmental Protection Agency. Competitive poker, question mark. Epee, so it's literally you poke people with it. It's a fencing sword. Okay, to slip into something would be to ease into, I don't know, night robe or something, nightgown or something. All right, stunt performer on Jackass. Steve-O was one of the cast members of Jackass in which they performed outrageous stunts. Dune actor Oscar Isaac was Duke Leto in the recent Dune film. Is seat of New York's Oneida County. It must be Utica. Yeah, that must be right. It's a Utica expression. Part of a doctrine is a tenet of faith, for instance. And then field of Jean-Luc Godard, cine, so film. Jean-Luc Godard was a film director, of course. And powerful server as an acer in tennis. So if they ace you, they get the point and one in that serve. Pixar's Remy for one is the rat chef. Okay, maybe included. Don't know. Warrant, to deserve or merit, to merit attention, could be to warrant attention. Fruit that may be poached could be pears, poached pears. One who looks at slides, yes, an umpire in baseball could sort of observe a player sliding into a base, I guess. So fruit that may be poached, probably pears. Let's see, okra here. Yes, side dish that's commonly fried is okra. Yom Kippur War leader Golda Meir, the Prime Minister of Israel. They may be they may be dark or graphic. CRTs, they may be dark or graphic. Oh, arts, the dark arts or graphic arts. That must be it. And then it may be included is a coma. Oh, sorry. I don't know how I read that wrong. Oh, I see how I read it wrong because I sort of interpreted the D as a CL merged together. That was strange. Anyway, maybe induced. A coma might be induced for medical reasons. So here we go. Oh, look at that. The grid has changed. All right, nice. We've got our long words here. So long, John Silver, long time no see. Daddy, long legs, and why the long face. That's very good. That looks great. Looks good in the grid. And that's that. That was the Wednesday crossword. It is a bit tricky. I think if you didn't catch on to the theme, this would have been a pretty tricky puzzle because it just looks very strange. And even once I did understand what was going on, I didn't immediately somehow continue it appropriately in all of these answers. I think maybe because I expected I guess I first started to get an inkling that something was going on, and I thought the whole clue would be doubled like that. And then I thought maybe, well, it just starts at the beginning, but no, it doesn't in these cases. And actually, it's nice that it's symmetrical in the sense that these sort of very long words are at the top in the first two answers and at the bottom in the second two answers. So if you flipped the grid, the kind of long answers would act, if you flip the grid 180 degrees, they would be in the same positions. So they're symmetrical with one another, which is a very nice detail. That's a bit of sort of conscientious grid construction there by Dan Caprara, which I appreciate. And there we go. So we had our 4 long theme answers, and that was the Wednesday crossword. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back tomorrow for the Thursday edition. Could be a more intricate or interesting theme. We'll find out. Oh, this one was pretty good. And join me for that. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Wednesday. Take care.